You didn't arrive here by accident. The field brought you to this message because what you asked for has already begun to happen. And if you're hearing this right now, it's because the wealth that once seemed distant has already started moving in your direction. There is a silent intelligence that has been observing you for a long time, waiting for the moment when your energy would be ready to hear this. Because the field doesn't speak in words, it speaks through coincidences. It speaks through vibrations, through signs, through synchronicities that only your soul can recognize. And when you feel that chill for no reason, when something inside you pulses with the feeling of, "This is for me," it's the field saying the time has come. You may think you ended up here out of curiosity, but that's not it. This message isn't just a video, it's a frequency. It's the confirmation that the vibration you've been sustaining has begun to be recognized by the consciousness that governs all things. Nothing happens by mistake. The universe doesn't waste energy on what isn't ready yet. So if you're here, it's because your vibration has finally become compatible with what you've been asking for in silence. This is the first evidence of manifestation, the calling. You know when it feels like something pushes you to watch a video, read a phrase, or listen to a song. That's how the field communicates. It slips into your small daily choices to guide you to the exact point where you need to be. There is no coincidence. There is synchronization, and you've just entered one of them. Perhaps in the past few days, something inside you has shifted. A strange fatigue, a desire to start over, a persistent thought about worthiness. That's the field reorganizing the codes of your vibration. Because before it delivers what you asked for, it must ensure you'll be able to sustain what's coming. And when that vibrational confirmation happens, the field sends a signal, a message like this one, to remind you that the process is already underway. You asked for prosperity, but the universe never delivers just money. It delivers expansion, and every expansion begins when consciousness opens. That's why when the field wants to prosper you, it first awakens you. It lights within you the remembrance of who you truly are, an extension of the creative energy itself, capable of shaping reality through frequency, intention, and emotion. That remembrance is the first step of materialization. And the fact that you're hearing this means that something within you has already recognized this truth. That's why everything has started to feel different lately. Conversations, thoughts, even emotions. The field has repositioned you vibrationally, and now everything that no longer matches your new frequency begins to fade away. That can feel confusing at first. Some people may leave, old situations may lose meaning, certain paths may seem to close, but it's only because the field is opening others you can't see yet. Nothing is being taken away. It's being exchanged. The energy of scarcity is being replaced by the energy of abundance, and that requires silence, trust, and presence. Most people give up at this exact point, when the field starts responding, but the external world hasn't reflected it yet. They think nothing is happening, but not you. You were called because you're ready to move through this phase consciously. You're ready to feel the invisible moving before matter takes shape. Feel it now. Take a deep breath. Notice the space between each thought. That's where the field moves. It's in the gap between a desire and the next doubt that the universe performs its invisible work. The money you asked for, the opportunity you envisioned, the sign you've been waiting for. They've already begun to form at this very moment. But the field needs you to remain available. The problem is that the human mind doesn't understand this kind of time. It's been trained to react only to what is visible. It wants proof, it wants numbers, it wants guarantees. But the quantum field doesn't operate through proof, it operates through coherence. It needs to feel that you trust enough to vibrate abundance even before you see it. Trust is the language the universe speaks. That's why before every great manifestation, there comes a calling, a message, a video, a phrase that serves as an energetic confirmation that the field has already begun working in silence. This is your confirmation. And perhaps, right now, your body even feels something different, a warmth, a chill, an urge to breathe more deeply. That's not a coincidence. It's your body reacting to the frequency of the message the field prepared for you. You don't need to understand how. You only need to allow yourself to feel, because feeling is the purest form of communication with the universe. When you feel that you are already prosperous, the field understands that it can finally deliver the reflection of that state. When you feel gratitude for something that hasn't happened yet, the universe translates that gratitude as a signal of delivery completed. And that's how the invisible begins to become visible. What you call intuition is, in truth, the echo of the field responding to you through emotion. And now, as you listen to this message, the field is observing you. It wants to know whether you'll recognize this echo or let it pass unnoticed, as you've done so many times before. Don't ignore what you're feeling right now, that subtle shiver, that warmth in your chest, that sense of, this makes sense. It's the field confirming, I'm talking to you. Prosperity isn't something that will arrive. It's something being remembered. You're not trying to create wealth. You're simply removing the veil that once kept you from seeing it. And when consciousness awakens to that, reality begins to reconfigure itself around this new understanding. There may still be bills, debts, or material worries, but notice how they no longer dominate you in the same way. There's a new presence within you, a calmness that comes from a place beyond reason. That's the beginning of vibrational coherence. The field only needs one thing: a coherent heart. When the heart emits gratitude and the mind projects clarity, physical reality bends, matter obeys. You are crossing that threshold now. Do not doubt what you feel. Fear will try to convince you that nothing has changed. The mind will demand proof, but the field has already given you the first one, this message. This is the sign. This is the reminder that the process has already begun. You don't need to struggle to manifest. You only need to align to allow. And allowance begins when you trust. So close your eyes for a moment. Visualize a golden light before you. It moves slowly toward you, as if recognizing your field. That light is the energy of abundance you've already emitted. It knows the way back. And as it approaches, everything that still vibrates in scarcity begins to dissolve. Don't resist it. Just breathe and feel. Vibration is the invitation. Gratitude is the response. Repeat silently. I receive the calling of the field. I trust the invisible. I already vibrate prosperity. This declaration is the code the field understands. Each word is an electromagnetic command that alters the invisible structure around you. You're about to see coincidences increase. People mentioning new opportunities, repeated numbers appearing on clocks, sounds, times. All of it is the language of the field confirming receipt. The universe won't send you material evidence first. It will send vibrational signs. And if you recognize them, matter will follow. But be careful. The closer the manifestation gets, the more the mind tries to distract you. It will make you doubt the process. It will push you back into fear, because fear feels familiar. But fear no longer matches who you are becoming. You are no longer the one who asks. You are the one who vibrates. And when you vibrate, the universe understands. It already is. In this instant, everything that needs to be done is already being done. The right people are being moved, paths are being realigned, and the financial flow that once seemed blocked is finding new openings to manifest. The only thing the field asks of you now is this: do not interfere, do not doubt, do not return to the vibration of urgency. Urgency is the vibration of someone who still believes something is missing. Trust is the vibration of someone who already knows the field is delivering. You are being called to trust, and this trust isn't blind, it's vibrational. It's the awareness that there is an invisible order moving everything with divine precision. Scarcity feeds on hurry. Abundance lives in presence. The field is training you to remain present even when nothing yet confirms what you feel. This is the silent test, and you are one of the few who have made it this far. So listen with your heart. If this message found you, it's because the portal has already been opened. The energy of money, opportunity, and expansion is already circulating around you, searching for openings to manifest. Your only task now is to sustain this vibration. Don't look for signs, be the sign. When you vibrate gratitude, the field responds with synchronicity. When you vibrate certainty, it responds with movement. When you vibrate abundance, it responds with delivery. Everything you've been waiting for is already in motion. And this video isn't just a random reminder, it's the vibrational confirmation that the universe has already said, yes. Breathe, feel, receive. Because in this exact moment, the field is observing you, and your reaction to this message is the command that defines the next step of your manifestation. You don't have to believe everything you heard, you just need to recognize what you felt. And if something inside you whispers, "This message is for me," then the field confirms, "Yes, I'm talking to you." When the field begins to call you, it doesn't use the language of the mind, it speaks the language of energy. And this language is subtle, almost imperceptible to those still distracted by the material world. But for the awakened ones, every event begins to take on a new meaning. Nothing is random. Every conversation, every number, every sudden feeling is a response. What used to be routine now transforms into a message. In recent days, maybe you felt something different. A gentle restlessness, a deep desire to change everything, or a feeling that what once fulfilled you no longer vibrates the same way. That's the field realigning your frequency so your new reality can find you. And what's curious is that this process usually happens quietly, without noise, without obvious external signs. Change begins inside as a silent movement that only the heart can recognize. When the field begins to respond, it sends signals in waves, small events, synchronicities, improbable encounters. People you haven't seen in years reappear. Certain phrases find their way to you. A specific video keeps showing up in your recommendations, and everything seems to whisper the same theme. This is not chance, it's vibrational coherence. Each sign is a disguised question. Are you ready to trust the invisible? The field wants to know if you can perceive movement before it becomes matter, because those who only believe when they see still vibrate separation, but those who feel before seeing have already become the field. And the field only recognizes what vibrates the same. The energy of abundance has a very specific signature. It's light, confident, and silent. It doesn't demand, it allows. And that's why when the field begins to deliver, you first feel a kind of peace that doesn't make sense. It's that sudden calmness that appears even when nothing outside has changed. It's the prelude to materialization. The universe begins by testing you with peace. Because it's easy to feel grateful when the money arrives, the true power is feeling gratitude before it shows up. It's vibrating safety while everything still seems uncertain. That's the invisible training. The field checking whether you can sustain the energy of prosperity without needing proof. And this is where most people turn back. When they don't see immediate results, they give up. They go back to vibrating fear, doubt, and urgency. And at that moment, the field pauses the process, not as punishment, but as coherence. The universe never cancels a manifestation. It simply waits until you return to the right frequency. But something in you has changed. You're no longer the one who gives up. You recognize when the field speaks. You know that this quiet peace is the strongest sign that the flow is approaching. Because when the universe comes closer, it brings silence, not noise. The field works through subtlety. When you ask for prosperity, it begins by preparing you through small internal shifts, a new way of reacting, a recurring thought, an intuition to act differently. It doesn't send the result ready-made. It shapes you to become compatible with it. And that's exactly what's happening right now. The money you desire isn't far. It's orbiting your energetic field, waiting for final coherence. And that coherence happens the moment you understand that you no longer need to chase. You just need to allow. Have you noticed how energy starts to reorganize itself when you stop fighting? When you decide to trust, the right people appear. Time seems to adjust itself, and what once felt stuck begins to flow in unexpected ways. That's the field at work. It doesn't need logic, it needs space. And space appears when the mind stops resisting. Coincidences aren't signs of luck, they're confirmations of alignment. That repeating number, that name that keeps showing up, that subtle pattern you notice. All of it is the universe speaking the only language that truly exists. Frequency. The feeling of déjà vu. All of it is the field confirming that you are aligning with what you asked for. But something deeper is happening now. This message didn't come just to comfort you. It came to remind you that you are already being observed by the field as someone ready to manifest. The universe doesn't speak to those who still doubt. It speaks to those who already vibrate faith. And faith here isn't blind belief. It's vibrational perception. It's the ability to recognize the movement of the invisible even when nothing outside has yet moved. That is true spiritual vision, seeing what doesn't exist yet but already vibrates. The field is a sensitive mirror. It doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you emit. That's why the more you try to force results, the further away they seem. Because the vibration of seeking is the vibration of absence. But when you breathe and feel that you already are, the field understands that it can reflect that wholeness. The secret of manifestation lies in learning to translate energy into emotion. Thought creates intention. Emotion gives it form. When your heart feels, the universe understands. That's why if there's one emotion the field always recognizes, it's gratitude. Gratitude is the bridge between what is and what is becoming. Every time you give thanks for something you can't yet see, you send a direct command to the universe. This has already happened within me. And when it happens in you, it doesn't take long to happen around you. Notice how much has already started to move since you entered this vibration. People have changed their behavior. Situations have resolved without explanation. Small amounts of money have appeared at unexpected moments. All of it is the field confirming. The financial flow has already been activated. But it only continues if you remain stable. The field needs constancy. It feeds on emotional steadiness, not on peaks of excitement followed by doubt. So whenever anxiety appears, remember, it's just the mind trying to take back control. Breathe, observe, and say, I don't need to control anything. The field is already taking care of it. The energy of trust is magnetic. It's like a seal the universe instantly recognizes. When you trust, the field understands it can continue building. When you doubt, it pauses, not to punish you, but to conserve energy. What's happening inside you now is the final calibration, the moment when your new vibrational pattern begins to stabilize. That's why you sometimes feel fluctuations. One day full of faith, the next uncertain. That's normal. It's the old pattern dissolving. Don't fight it. Observe it with compassion. Scarcity doesn't die all at once. It fades gradually as you stop feeding it. And every time you choose trust over fear, it loses strength. The field is watching you right now. It notices each time you choose calm over despair, gratitude over complaint, presence over haste. And it's in these small choices that manifestation becomes solid. Prosperity isn't the result of one great gesture. It's the consequence of small daily coherences. When you act with lightness, the field understands that you've become the perfect space for abundance to live. Notice, the universe doesn't reward effort, it rewards vibration. What you're feeling right now is the vibrational response of this message moving through you. It's the confirmation that you're no longer asking, you're recognizing. And that recognition is what keeps the flow alive. The energy you emit today is the reality you'll meet tomorrow. And the energy you're emitting now is that of someone who heard the calling and said yes. Yes to the invisible, yes to trust, yes to the flow. The field responds to surrender. And surrender at this level means stopping the attempt to control the rhythm of the invisible. You don't need to rush what's already on its way. Every desire born in coherence has a sacred time to materialize, and that time is not the mind's time. It's the field's. The universe doesn't work with deadlines, it works with preparation. And when you feel like it's taking too long, it's only because the field is still adjusting something within you so that the result can last. Haste creates fragile results. Patience creates solid realities. And right now, what the field wants to teach you is permanence. Don't doubt the pauses. They are where the invisible works the most. While you sleep, while you breathe, while you believe, the universe is rearranging the invisible pieces on the board of your life. People are being moved. Paths are being opened. Coincidences are being prepared to intersect at the perfect time. The mind calls it delay. The field calls it synchronicity. Everything being prepared right now will arrive so naturally that you'll think it was always meant to be there. And in a way, it always was. Abundance was never distant. It was only waiting for your frequency to stabilize. Now it recognizes your vibrational name. And that's why the field brought you to this message, because the delivery has already begun. Nothing you desire is far away. It's simply approaching in the timing of coherence. And each time you feel gratitude before the arrival, you shorten that time. The vibration of certainty is the fastest road to manifestation. So take a deep breath and repeat silently, I trust the process. The universe already recognizes me. The field has already responded. Let this phrase spread like a field of energy around your body. Feel as if every cell begins to emit the same signal of peace. That's the vibration of prosperity settling within you. The energy of money is alive. It gravitates toward those who vibrate calmness, not toward those who vibrate lack. And now, it's listening to you. The message that began as words is becoming resonance, and the field is registering it. You're being recognized as someone who has learned the language of the universe: silence, gratitude, and trust. Stay this way, because from this point on, the field will begin to manifest not only through signs, but through facts. And when that happens, you'll remember this message. You'll remember that this is where everything began to move. The universe doesn't choose the moment to bless you. It responds to the moment you become coherent. Coherence is when the mind stops doubting what the heart already knows. It's the point where thought and emotion vibrate the same truth. It's when I want and I feel finally say the same thing. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that all creation begins in the quantum field, and that this field responds to one thing only: frequency. And frequency is the result of emotion. The mind projects images, but the heart sends the command. The mind is the software, the heart is the transmitter, and the field is the mirror that reflects what you emit. While you think of prosperity but feel fear, the message that reaches the field is confused. But when you think abundance and feel gratitude, the universe understands. The vibration stabilizes, and the field collapses the possibilities that match that coherence. That's how the invisible becomes matter. This is why trust is the greatest accelerator of manifestation, because to trust is to align the mind and heart in the same direction. Doubt divides, faith unifies. The quantum field doesn't understand effort, it understands frequency. It doesn't respond to those who ask, but to those who vibrate as if they have already received. That's why the secret was never ask the universe. The secret has always been become the vibration of what you desire. And at this very moment, you are becoming that vibration. Think about it. Each time you imagine what you desire and feel as if it's already real, the brain begins to form new neural connections. It doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. The body starts releasing the same chemicals it would if you were already living that experience. And when the emotion becomes real within you, the field understands that creation is complete. Because for the universe, reality begins within. Every manifestation is an echo of the original vibration. If inside you there is gratitude, outside the field creates reasons to be grateful. If inside there is fear, the field creates scenarios that confirm that fear. The universe doesn't judge, it simply mirrors what you sustain. That's why trust is the most powerful code there is. It tells the field, I don't need to see because I already recognize. This is how energy organizes itself, through your emotional coherence. Every second you vibrate trust, the universe is reorganizing timelines, people, and circumstances to deliver what you've already broadcast. Yet most people don't notice, because they were taught to look outward, not inward. They believe money comes from work, from circumstances, from opportunities. But money comes from frequency. It's living energy. It doesn't respond to need. It responds to alignment. And that alignment is what you are accessing right now. Feel how your body reacts as you hear these words. Maybe you sense a gentle expansion in your chest, a warmth, a desire to breathe deeper. That's your heart synchronizing with the field. It's the frequency beginning to stabilize. When the heart enters coherence, it creates an electromagnetic field that extends for meters around the body. That field is thousands of times more powerful than that of the mind. That's why the heart is the true center of manifestation. It's the portal between the invisible and the visible. When you feel something deeply, the universe listens. That's why fear blocks. Fear isn't your enemy. It's just energy trying to return to what's familiar. It's the mind's attempt to protect what feels predictable, but the field doesn't work with predictability. It works with expansion, and expansion requires surrender. Prosperity is the natural result of those who trust. When the field senses that you're at peace even without visible results, it understands that creation is complete, because that peace is the vibrational signal of abundance. Peace says, I'm not waiting, I've already received. And that's when everything begins to happen. The right people appear, doors open, paths align, and you realize that the universe was never testing you. It was preparing you to sustain what you asked for. Trust is the vibrational state of silent certainty. It's the point of balance between asking and allowing. While you vibrate in that frequency, the field organizes the invisible geometry of your reality. It's quantum physics applied to consciousness. Each thought is a wave, each emotion is an electrical charge, and the field is the ocean that responds to the combination of those waves. That's why when you change your emotional pattern, you change the structure of probabilities. The impossible becomes possible because you stopped vibrating as the seeker and began vibrating as the one who already is. And the field recognizes that difference. It doesn't deliver dreams, it delivers vibrational matches. Think of how many times you asked for something and it didn't happen. Now understand, the field never said no. It simply responded to what you were vibrating at that moment. If there was fear, it showed you experiences that matched fear. If there was doubt, it showed you more uncertainty. But now, there is coherence. Now your field is clear, steady, and strong, and the universe has no choice but to reflect that. You're not waiting for money. Money is waiting for your vibrational coherence. And it's happening right now. The field responds with mathematical precision. It measures the harmony between what you think, feel, and do. And when that triad aligns, manifestation becomes inevitable. The mind thinks, the heart feels, the body acts. When those three work together, reality bends. That's how the impossible happens. It's not a miracle, it's coherence. But there's one detail almost no one tells you. The field doesn't deliver when you're ready. It delivers when you're present. Presence is the state of someone who isn't lost in expectations or trapped in the past. It's the state of someone who lives the now as if already complete. That's why the quantum field responds faster when you live in presence. Because presence is the only vibration that exists in the universe's real time. The now. The past is memory. The future is projection. But the field recognizes only the now. And it's in the now that everything happens. So when you stop asking and start feeling, the field moves. When you stop waiting and start thanking, the field collapses the new reality. And when you stop searching and start being, the entire universe bows to you. Money, prosperity, and opportunity don't come because you deserve them. They come because you vibrate them. You're vibrating now. Every cell in your body is sending a signal to the field. And that signal says, I trust. The universe cannot ignore that vibration. The response has already been sent. Coherence is the fastest code of manifestation because it generates the same kind of energy the field understands. The field is harmonic, precise, and orderly. And when you vibrate inner harmony, it responds with outer harmony. That's why everything begins to fall into place when you find peace. It's not coincidence, it's resonance. You're already resonating with the prosperity you asked for. It has already recognized your field. And the next step is simply to sustain it. The mind will try to return. It will say it's fantasy, it will demand proof. But the heart knows, and the heart never lies. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that emotion is the evidence of creation. If you can feel it, it's because it already exists. Nothing the body is capable of feeling is ever an illusion. Emotion is the signal that reality has already been created in the quantum field. So, if what you feel right now is peace, gratitude, and certainty, then the manifestation is already in motion. It's not coming. It's here. You only need to remain. Permanence is the purest form of faith. It's when you choose to sustain the vibration even without understanding the details. It's when silence stops feeling like absence and becomes confirmation. That's the point that separates those who manifest from those who only wish. Desire vibrates lack. Permanence vibrates completion, and the universe responds to completion. You are the field. You are the frequency. You are the response. Everything you desire is already moving toward you, at the same speed that you're becoming compatible with it. Nothing is stuck. Nothing is late. Everything is synchronized with your level of vibrational coherence. The heart sends, the universe responds. The mind doubts, the universe pauses. But when the mind goes silent and the heart speaks, the universe delivers. The vibration of trust is irresistible to the field. It's the seal that opens all possibilities. And right now you're already emitting that seal. Manifestation isn't about to happen, it has already begun. You're inside it now. It's forming around you, invisibly, through the emotions you choose to sustain. Stay with them. Because the field has understood, and the response has already been sent, you've come this far because something in you already knows. The field never misses the address of its messages. It only sends the calling when the vibration is mature enough to receive it. And right now your vibration is mature. Money, opportunities, and signs are moving in your direction, silently, orchestrated by an intelligence that sees far beyond your hurry. You're not waiting to prosper. You're remembering what it feels like to vibrate prosperity. And that changes everything, because now the vibration of scarcity no longer finds a home. Fear has lost its hold, doubt has lost its place, and your consciousness has become the very channel of abundance. The universe is watching you in silence, testing your permanence. It wants to see if you've learned to remain in peace while the invisible works. And you have. You feel it. You recognize it. Because now silence no longer hurts. It confirms. Things begin to align. Intuition becomes clearer. Ideas flow easily. Time seems to cooperate. And what once looked like a blockage begins to transform into a portal. This is the field responding. This is manifestation becoming physical. And right now, the only thing the universe asks of you is, remain. Remain in certainty. Remain in the vibration of it already is. Remain in the silent gratitude of one who knows the invisible has already become inevitable. The field only needs you to sustain the state of one who has already received. Because when vibration remains stable, matter bends. Everything starts to come together naturally, without effort, without anxiety, without control. Trust is the new form of action. It's the invisible movement that makes everything happen, and you're already vibrating trust. That's why this message reached you. That's why you felt it. Because the field knew you were ready to receive this confirmation. The money is coming, but it won't come from the outside. It will come from within. It will come from the frequency you sustain, from the gratitude you feel, from the calm you emit. Because money is only the reflection of your vibrational stability, and that stability is now yours. You've attained it effortlessly through awareness. From here on, the path is simple: to consolidate the new pattern, to sustain what has been awakened, to turn vibration into permanence. And this is where the next step of your journey begins. The field brought you to this message to remind you that abundance has already started to move. But the true miracle happens when you learn to sustain that vibration, even when the world tries to pull you back into the old pattern. The manual of the new vibrational reality is the guide that will help you do exactly that. It was created as an anchoring tool to transform what you just felt into a daily, solid, and consistent practice. Inside, you'll find alignment exercises, vibrational rituals, and power declarations that reprogram the mind and body to remain coherent with the new field of prosperity. It's not an ordinary book. It's a field of energy encoded in words, designed to keep you in the frequency the universe has already recognized within you. Each chapter is an activation. Each sentence is a reminder of your true creative nature. And each practice is a portal that leads you back to the state of wholeness you experienced throughout this message. If you felt the calling vibrate within your chest, it's because the field wants you to take the next step. Not to get more, but to remain where everything has already begun to happen. While the world searches for external formulas, the manual of the new vibrational reality teaches you to make the only movement the field truly understands, the inner movement, because it's this inner movement that changes everything that exists outside. You don't need effort, you need coherence. And this manual is the constant reminder of your vibrational coherence. When you read it, you reconnect with the version of yourself that doesn't doubt, doesn't seek, and simply is. And it's in that state of being that the universe delivers. With every reading, you return to the center. With every practice, the field reopens. With every affirmation, the vibration stabilizes. And little by little, your new financial reality becomes inevitable. Because the universe doesn't rush, it confirms. And what you felt here was a confirmation. You already are the field. You already vibrate prosperity. Now the next step is to consolidate. Access the manual through the link just below in the pinned comment. Allow yourself to remain where the universe has already placed you. Transform the instant into constancy. Transform emotion into structure. Transform vibration into reality. Take a deep breath. Feel what's happening inside you. The vibration has calmed. The energy has aligned. The field has responded. Now, write this declaration to seal this energy within your field. I recognize the calling of the field. I trust wealth is already coming. Every word of this phrase is a vibrational code. When you write it, the universe understands that your trust has become action, that your faith has turned into frequency, and that the process is complete. Because the field doesn't hear your words, it hears the vibration your words carry. And that vibration says, I recognize, I trust, I receive. And as you write, the field reorganizes. It moves, it repositions, it connects. What once felt distant begins to approach. What was blockage begins to dissolve. What was waiting transforms into receiving. You don't need to do anything else. The manifestation has already begun. And now, the universe is simply fulfilling the order you sent out the moment you believed. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the energy circulating in your chest. That's the vibration of confirmation. That's the frequency of the field telling you, it is done. Everything you asked for, everything you desired, everything that once seemed impossible, is already on its way. Not because you asked one more time, but because you finally trusted. The field has already responded. Money is coming. And your vibration, in this very moment, is the portal through which it enters.